St Mirren with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Rijkaard with the clearance. The ball has bounced loose now. Best! That is decidedly lacking.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Best.
Charge best.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Great vision.
Carlos এখানে কি করে?
Out for a throw.
Era de nice এখানে। আর
That has not gone well.
Hi. What? আরে ভালো গেছে এগুলো।
হেডটা ছিল না।
Now it's Lewandowski.
বেরেছে।
Akanji kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. And it's Messi.
এইবার বেরেছে শট।
He's found some and the shot. It's there. And we have liftoff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
St Mirren are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Let's go. Goal.
And he's in on goal and Cruyff.
Okay.
Oh, it's come off the upright.
Seriously, bhai.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
আমি তো দোষ একটা পাস দিলাম
আরে ক্রুজ এটা মিস করলো কেমনে?
Like
Nice.
George Banks
just pounded him off it. He slings it in.
Pavi nada.
Goes for goal. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
গেম প্লে এত বাজে করে ফেলছে যে এখানে ব্লান্ডার করলে কাউন্টারে শিওর গোল।
They're going to be made to pay.
আর হাইলাইন হইছে কি হাইলাইন মাস্টার নিয়ে আসছে কে প্লেইং স্টাইল ওইটার জন্য সব সিপি উল্টা বসে থাকে মানে বেসিক ওটার মধ্যে কাজ করে
And here's Cristiano
কুইক
Ronaldo.
কাউন্টার প্লে স্টাইল একদম অনেক খারাপ হয়ে গেছে
কুইক কাউন্টার হ্যাঁ কুইক কাউন্টার বাজে করছে কারণ লফটেড পাস নাই করে দিছে তো লফটেড পাস
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
অনলি পাসিং এর হচ্ছে কি তোমার আপনার হচ্ছে এই পজিশন গেম বেটার পাসিং পাসটা হলো না এই যে থ্রো পাস নিতেছেন
And it had to be. Pass is just off target.
শিট
Searching
ওই
pass.
পাশে দিতে
That has been cut short. Raya with the clearance. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Thanks. Offside.
Gerrard finds himself offside.
এইসব টিম যদি ডিভিশনে পড়ে তাহলে একদম হারিয়ে যাবে অনেক ডর লাগে
বের হলো না এই যে লফটেড পাস নিতেছে না অনলি পাস লফটেড পাস নেই না
Plenty to aim at here.
দেখো
ওয়ানটা ছিল না কেন
অনটা জায়গা ছিল কে বুঝছে আমি ভাবছি চলে যাবে এই পাশ দিয়া
Very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
St Mirren really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
এর বেদের টিমের অবস্থা তো খুবই বাজে
If not too much more at half time, it's 1-0.
দুইটা ডিস্ট্রয় খেলাতেছে
ডিস্ট্রয় খেলা পজিশন ভিন্ন অসুবিধা নাই কিন্তু কথা হচ্ছে ডিস্ট্রয় ডিপে মানে ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল ইনস্ট্রাকশন দিয়ে রাখলে আবার তোর ঠিক হয় আমাদের তো অ্যাঙ্করম্যান নাই
হ্যাঁ
So off we go again. St Mirren currently ahead
Aye.
by the smallest of margins. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff.
Offside one.
Cruyff is flagged offside.
জিতলে কি দিব ভাই কি বলতাছে
Hakimi. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. Messi. Best. He's having a hit.
শর্ট হয়ে গেছে কন্ট্রোল পাস দিতে গেছিলাম
Hakimi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh,
Dead.
look at the space.
গোল দিয়ে দিছে ফাউল দিল না গোল দিয়ে দিছে
Ajax are level. That was
তো
easy.
বাজে ট্যাকেল করলাম
Too easy.
তাও দেখো বল ফ্রেশ
I can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
সুয়ারেজের এই কাটটা মারাত্মক অনেক
আর কয়দিন পরে কত মাইছে তো ফ্রিতে পাইবো
Well, I'd happily watch that win, Peter. This is exactly
11,000 কয়েন দিয়ে তো বাইর করছিল
Messi.
সব তো বুঝতো না ভাই বুঝাইছস তাহলে বাইর করতাম না
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Best.
গোল
Best. And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's having a
Ronaldo
good finish.
Cruyff
And they're back in front. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Cruyff demonstrated great strength
কথা
there, and he really
স্পষ্ট
had to hold
আসতেছে
his
কিন্তু
man
ভাই
off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
St Mirren leading now. O'Shea. Nice looking ball. Cruyff! And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Substitution for St Mirren, number 21.
St Mirren can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Duke coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Zielinski, nicely weighted ball, done delicately. Shevchenko, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Ajax really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's intervened well there. Nicely shaped ball, well timed, excellent interception. And it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Duke gets flagged.
হ্যাঁ ওদের টিম অনুযায়ী ওরা অনেক ভালো খেলতেছে
Short changes him with that pass. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He might be in here.
Oh, yeah,
Great chance.
oh my god.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Desperate defending required here.
বোঝে না কিছুদিন থাকবে, ওর হাইপ কিছুদিন থাকবে।
Gerrard.
ক্লোজে খুবই ভালো সেভ দেয়।
Gerrard. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Ajax really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance
বোঝে না আছে নাকি
to
ভাই?
level.
Bozina
আমি
আছে।
পেয়েছিলাম। এই তুই পাস নাই আমি।
খারাপ লাগে না।
আমার বোঝিনা আছে বোঝিনা।
ভাই ওর কাছে বিগ টাইম বুফন আছে।
Best.
This is the time you need
বিগ
that
টাইম
pace.
বুফন
হ্যাঁ
He's been
আমার
caught on it
সেকেন্ড
here.
আইডিতে আছে বিগ
He's
টাইম
got
বুফন।
away. Decent chance.
ওকে কেন?
বুফনটা ভালো, কাজ শুটিং করার লাগে, ডিফল্ট একটু বাজে পারফর্ম করে।
Two up now. And they are
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be
And
shit.
that really is
ওই যে
so
মাঝে মাঝে
Oh, that's
মারাত্মক
wonderful
মারাত্মক
to see. The
কার্ড
goal
সেভ
was
দিয়ে দেয়,
explosive. The finish
ক্লোজে আবার
was
হাইকে দেয়।
exquisite.
এরসন ভালো কাম করে।
And time
আচ্ছা
is
ঠিক আছে
up.
তাহলে ভাই অনেক ভালো লাগলো আপনার সাথে খেলা।
Mirren can
Okay,
take
বাবা
it
আইডি
from
একটু
the
দেখি একটু
spoils,
বলেন
and
তো
it is
কিভাবে
nothing
ডিভিশন
less
একে
than
যাওয়া যায়
what
কি
they are
একটা সমস্যা
perfectly
আছে।
entitled
আপনার
to
তো প্রো প্লেয়ার।
following this splendid display of
বলেন না।
poise, potency and proficiency.
আপনার ওই যে
What do you
ভাই
take away from it all,
না
Jim?
বন্ধু,
Well, the look on
এই
the
তো
manager's face.
ডিভিশন ওয়ানে প্লেয়ার না
হ্যাঁ?
আপনার ভাই না বন্ধু, এই তো ডিভিশন ওয়ানের প্লেয়ার না? এই যে এখানে যে খেলতেছে আমাদের সাথে,
হ্যাঁ
So, আপনার ভাইয়ের কাছ থেকে টিপস এন্ড ট্রিক্স নিয়ে নেন। আপনার আইডি কোনটা? নিয়ন ম্যাট্রিক্স এটা?
না না
জন উইক, ওকে ওকে। তা আপনি তো বিশাল আইডি, আল্লাহ, অলমোস্ট 33।
ডিফেন্সে সমস্যা হয় এই যে
ডিফেন্স আগুন ভাই, আপনার কি সমস্যা ডিফেন্স?
ওই যে লম্বা বাবা ওই যে যেমন এড্রিয়ানোর মতো
হাইটেড
কোনো সিএফ
ভিয়েরা আছে আপনার, ভিয়েরা থাকলে কি লাগে? ভিয়েরাটা কি ডিস্ট্রয়ার কার্ড না নাকি অ্যাঙ্করম্যান কার্ড? এটা অ্যাঙ্করম্যান, ও নাইস। আপনি এর ফরমেশন এই আমরিন দিয়ে আসলে যাইতে পারবেন না, আমরিন কোচ দিয়ে হবে না।
এটাই তো এখন কোচটা আসতেছে না তো এখানে সমস্যা হচ্ছে।
আপনি এই যে নতুন কোচ যেটা না ল্যাম্পার্ড, এটা যদি অত ভালো না, আপনি তো মার্ক না, কিন্তু এটার ওভারল্যাপ আপনি ট্রাই করতে পারেন, কারণ আপনার প্লেয়ার তো সব ভালো এবং রানিং এর প্লেয়ার, মানে দৌড়াবে, সো ওটা দিয়ে ট্রাই করতে পারেন ফরমেশন। আপনি যেহেতু আপনার সিবি আছে, ব্যাক আছে ভালো, আপনি কাজ করতে পারেন 3 সিবি তে সুইচ করতে পারেন, 3 সিবি এলএমএফ আর এমএফ খেলতে পারেন। মেসিকে এমএফ খেলায়া ডাবল সিএফ, আর এলএমএফ আর এমএফ যেটা খেলাবেন ওই দুটাকে ট্র্যাক ব্যাক স্কিল দিয়ে রাখবেন। মিডে হচ্ছে গিয়ে ডিএমএফ এগুলোর আছে কিনা, এটার কি লাগানো আছে ট্র্যাক ব্যাক স্কিল? না দুটো লাগানো আছে ট্র্যাক ব্যাক।
কার?
এই যে পিল্লোর কি ট্র্যাক ব্যাক স্কিল লাগানো আছে?
হ্যাঁ পিল্লোর আছে।
ডিফল্ট না, আমি যে খেয়াল করি না আসলে। সো এটা করলে কি হবে যে আসলে আপনার ডিফেন্স স্ট্রং হয়ে যাবে, আর ওভারল্যাপে কি হয় যে বল যেখানে থাকে প্লেয়ার ওখানে দৌড় দেয়। সো এটা বেটার অপশন যে আপনি 3সিবি তে সুইচ করেন। আপনার যে ইয়াটা আছে, মানে 3সিবি ইজিলি চলে যাবে আপনার।
আর আরেকটা সমস্যা আর কি মনে করেন আগে তো ডিপ লাইনে খেলে তো এটা কি নিচেই থাকতো, এখন উপরে উঠে যায় বারবার।
কে ভিয়েরা এটা উপরে উঠে যাচ্ছে, ওটা ডিফেন্সিভ দিয়ে দিবেন। অ্যাঙ্করম্যান কার্ড তো ডিফেন্সিভ দিলে আর মুভ করবে না। আর হচ্ছে আপনি হচ্ছে গিয়া ইয়ারে খেলান, ওই যে ইয়ারে সিএমএফ খেলান, আর হচ্ছে এই যে আপনার ডিএমএফ আছে না একটা কি জানো জন, ওরে হচ্ছে আপনি ডিএমএফ খেলান। হ্যাঁ আর বার ক্যামেরে বসায় রাখেন, বার ক্যামেরা তো আপনি তো মার্ক নাই টিমের জন্য। ডাবল সিএফ সুইচ করলে আপনি ফার্স্ট হাফে বাতিস্তুতা ক্রুশে খেলাতে পারেন। আপনার তো সুয়ারেজও আছে, মানে ওভারল্যাপ করতে পারবেন আপনি হাফ টাইমের পরে। এনাফ সিএফ আছে আপনার। তবে আপনার এই কোচটা দিয়ে হবে না, এই কোচ আসলে পসিবল না, এই কোচ দিয়ে পসিবল না, আমরিন দিয়ে খুবই ব্লান্ডার করে, বুঝছেন?
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে।
তবে আপনার ওই যে ফরমেশন সুইচ করলে আপনার একটু সময় লাগবে হাতে আসতে।
আচ্ছা ট্রাই করব।
জি ব্রাদার।
ভাই আপনি লাইভ করতেছেন?
লাইভে
টিমে
ঢুকলাম
আছেন?
এই মাত্র, মানে আপনার
হ্যাঁ
আসার আগে
হ্যাঁ
আমি বসলাম আর কি
হ্যাঁ,
লাইভে
আমি
ঢোকার জন্য।
দেখতেছি আপনার স্ট্রিম।
সরি বুঝি নাই।
আপনার স্ট্রিমটা আমি দেখতেছি ইউটিউবে।
ওকে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
ডিভিশন 1 এখনো যাইতে হচ্ছে
এরা
না, খুবই বাজে অবস্থা।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, তাহলে ভাই আমরা তাহলে যাই।
ওকে ব্রাদার।
ভাই
হ্যাঁ, ভালো লাগলো আপনার সাথে খেলে।
জি আবার খেলবো ইনশাল্লাহ।
যদি আবার কালকে বা পরশুদিন খেলেন একটা মেসেজ দেন। আর
ওকে, ডিসকর্ডে মেনশন দেয়া যাবে, অসুবিধা নেই। চিল।
হ্যাঁ,
আচ্ছা আর ভাই
মেনশন দেন।
আপনি ওই যে জন ভাই, আপনি উত্তরাতে কই থাকেন? কত নম্বর সেক্টর আপনার? 13 আশেপাশে?
12
ও 12তে।
আশেপাশে।
ওকে, আমি 13তে থাকি।
আচ্ছা ভাই, দেখা হবে মনে করি।
ওকে ঠিক আছে, ওকে আল্লাহ হাফেজ। সো এটা বেটার অপশন যে আপনি 3CB তে সুইচ করেন। আপনার যে ইয়াটা আছে, মানে 3CB ইজিলি চলে যাবে আপনার।
আর
দেন
আরেকটা সমস্যা আর কি, যে
আরএমএফএল এর
প্লেয়াররা কি মনে করেন, আগে তো ডিপ লাইনে খেলাতাম, এটা কি নিচেই থাকতো, এখন উপরে উঠে যায় বারবার।
কে
এটাই একটা।
ভিয়েরা? ভিয়েরা
হুম হুম
ভিয়েরা উপরে উঠে যাচ্ছে, ওটা ডিফেন্সিভ দিয়ে দিবেন, অ্যাঙ্করম্যান কাটতে।
থাকতো এখন।
Hello, everyone, and welcome to.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, that's ambitious. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Edmilson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
St Mirren with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Akanji tries to clear. And that is expertly dealt with. And now they can spring out of defence. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got... It's Aguero! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
জিতলে কিছু দিবেন? কি দিব ভাই, কি দিবেন?
Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics?
No chance.
And it's been taken short. Oh, shooting chance! St Mirren are looking to go forward now. Desai cuts it out. Cruyff looking to play him in. No goals as yet. Duke, someone who can always... He's having a hit! This is a promising build-up. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Marcelo. Makaleli. And it's Marcelo. And he's managed to get free. Tries to get it clear. Totti. Now Otto. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not a hint of offside here. Driven in. Out of play for a goal kick. "30 minutes gone." Nicely weighted ball. Quality ball. Park Ji-sung is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Park Ji-sung. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is their second corner of the game. And a header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading...
And he's let fly. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Totti, and smartly reclaimed. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that's nice. It'll be a throw-in.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chance into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. That gets us going once more.
St Mirren have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Really fierce, close defending. Suarez running with the ball. Luis Suarez! Against the crossbar. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Aimed beyond the defence. Played out to the left flank. Nice control. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And one more try! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
St Mirren have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Stream দেওয়া
Good effort from distance.
দেয়া
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
মানে
Yeah, he was
দুটো
well
প্লেয়ার
placed
ছিল
to deal with that.
খুঁজে গেল ভাই
St
টিভিতে খেলি
Mirren have their third corner.
পরে কবি খেলাম ওগুলোকে ডাকছিল ওর জন্য
And that has been cleared. He's had a shot! Rijkaard gets it clear.
Well, Peter,
Yeah,
just
well,
see here how a lot of the attacking
দেখলাম
players
তুমি
aren't dropping back anymore.
ওটাতে
And that
দুইজন
means
মিলে
just one
বইরিস
thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cruyff, and he's intervened well there. And it's Marcelo. He's having a pop! Oh, split-second reaction.
Best really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So their fourth corner of the game. Totti attempts a clearance.
চলো
There's the shot! Oh,
Oi, yo.
just lacked a decent finish.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. Didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. Attacking
দেখলাম
players
তুমি
aren't dropping back anymore.
ওটাতে
And that
দুইজন
means
মিলে
just one
বইরিস
thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage
Cristiano
the
Ronaldo
counter-attack.
being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've
And
got to
he's intervened
realise,
well
Peter,
there.
is that they won't
And
get
it's
away with
Marcelo.
excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
He's having a pop! Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the shot, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Akanji clears without hesitation. And he's picked out the run. Aguero, just skips past his man. Has crossed into the middle. Bullish header! Oh, good finish. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Marcelo. That's a good run down the left.
That's good play from him.
Oh, it's played into the area. Totti. Oh, that's a key interception. It's Park Ji-sung. Aguero. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
He's beaten the last man. And he's quick to return it. Chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now that's well seen too. Best. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Best. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Batistuta. It's played through for him. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! He's scored! He knows
Touch
it's
up
taken a
hot
big and
block.
very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Bangladesh have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Aubameyang. Great defending, strong and determined. Puyol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Aubameyang.
St Mirren really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, important interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's hoisted clear. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Can he get on the end of this? Aubameyang.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we have our very first corner. Aubameyang! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Belletti.
St Mirren truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Batistuta. And claimed it back swiftly. Nemecha is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Poor robust challenge. Deftly away. Best. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Hello, everyone.
Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
At all times.
St Mirren trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So right back into the action.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Best.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, great chance! He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
Mbappe is behind this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. Mbappe! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Not the most accurate pass. Bangladesh appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
কি করলাম এটা আমি?
St Mirren still this single goal behind. Almost an hour gone. He's picked his way through. Best! Spectacular save! Well, that has not gone well. Best is onto this.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is Judge, surely! And he hits the net. It had to come. It just had to come. He had to have his say. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
St Mirren are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Number 22, Jude Bellingham. Coming on the field is number 19, Dragan Stojkovic.
St Mirren can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Batistuta.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! And smartly reclaimed. Great ball, and he's in here!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cristiano, and the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, and the shot! Superb goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him. Setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was...
Great chance! That's going to go a long way. And that was struck with genuine force. And we have our very first corner. Puyol getting this one clear. Puyol gets it clear. Ball is over the line. St Mirren leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good take in a good area. Nice interception, well timed. Deftly away. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking to play him in. Wriggles his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chance, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Good chance here! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi. St Mirren already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Now it's Aubameyang. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. He came in hard, very hard. And the shot! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Ronaldo is flagged offside. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now he's running away. Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. Messi. Spread out to the left. Cristiano Ronaldo. Distributed tidily. And this is Van Basten. And it's been played through. And he is deftly... And a chance! He's got a goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
India cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, that's neat. Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
St Mirren ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And so the action is resumed. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's put paid to the danger. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. And he cuts out the supply. Ferdinand. Bergkamp quietly revving up. And here's Aubameyang. Park Ji-sung. And he's gone looking for safety. Count proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Best! Georgie Best! Amazing! A finish right from the top draw. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Best. Raul. Now it's Luis Suarez. Stood up well to him there. Puyol defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to it. Tries a shot! In he goes again! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Substitution for St Mirren, number 20, Pierre Aubameyang. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Sergio Aguero.
So we have movement on both benches. Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Aubameyang. Schmeichel claims comfortably.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them. He's gone for goal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Raul. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
India really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Neymar! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
5 minutes at a time.
It's Aguero! And no mistake. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late.
Takes a shot! Aubameyang! Oh, that's a special one! A finish of true class! Deep into injury time! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter.
And there goes the final whistle. St Mirren can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the man of the match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
This was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt. Enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as
Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the man of the match award, and
constantly on the edge as
Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the man of the match award, and constantly on the edge as Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the man of the match award, and constantly on the edge as Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the man of the match award, and
এই ম্যাচটা মনে হয় হারাই দিবে কোনামি আয় এই ম্যাচটা মনে হয় হারাই দিবে কোনামি আয়
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
কি শুরু হইলো
So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
yeah, Pierre.
He's had a shot! They've scored!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bangladesh finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that is asking for trouble. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass somewhat off target. Now there's a fine ball. Van Dijk is there to clear.
Na. Pore.
He's found a way through. Aguero scooting forward. Aimed at the far side. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Tonali. Park Ji-sung. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
St Mirren leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Aubameyang. Now this could be a chance. Park Ji-sung. Good ball over the top. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And here's Aubameyang. Marcelo. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's quick to get rid. Cristiano Ronaldo. Casio gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Back where it came from. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's put paid to the danger. And they can counter here. Aubameyang comes under pressure and it's come loose. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Adams spots it and intercepts. Rivaldo. Now it's Aubameyang. And he welcomes it in. Real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
busy বানায় ফেলায়
And this could be the final action of the first half. Rivaldo tries to clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. St Mirren coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
St Mirren just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
St Mirren can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
And they win it back again. Best.
আরে
Well,
কি
it's a
কি
nice
করতাছ
idea,
তোর
but the execution was lacking.
গোল খাওয়া
Now it's Danny Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball. That is lovely. Now it's Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo tries a cross. Cleared without hesitation. Deftly away. Van Dijk. And here's Aubameyang. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Best.
আয়
Costa Curta. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
promising
Well,
position
it's a
पे
natural
हमारा
instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Nemecha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
ইজি গোলগুলো মিস হচ্ছে বাল খেলতেছে
So the manager can
আবার
make a change
ধরনের
for the
সাফ
first time
করে
in the
সাফ
game
করে লাগে
here.
না আমাদের জন্য
Aguero to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Number 19, Sergio Aguero.
কি রে ভাই ঘুমায় গেল নাকি করতেছে কি
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And that's been drilled in. Judge!
ঢুকছে মাদার চোদ
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
It's their second corner of the game. Towering header! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 3 coming up. Ronaldo herring after the ball here. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. Some intricate passing. Best!
কি রে ভাই কি শুরু হয়েছে আজকে হ্যাঁ তো বাল খেলো
Aubameyang. Makalele cuts out the pass.
Mate,
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nicely weighted ball. That's gone for a throw-in. De Bruyne delivers. And that should get the job done. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking to play him in. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution for St. Mirren. Number 8, Marcelo. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Luis Diaz.
और साफ कराय लुइस दियाज दूर भाई मैच ही शेष
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
Picked out brilliantly. And the finish! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
What a moment of brilliance. Control. Shoot! And he stuck it away. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Nice well.
Oh, that's clever. He's on it, can he get away? And it's been hooked away.
Let's go.
Buriram United with the corner, they're first. A header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Diouf. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great vision. That's been cut out, well played. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Makaleli. That's an imaginative pass. Nemecha kept his eye on it, and he's there. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Buriram United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And he cuts out the supply. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nicely weighted ball. Always onto this. Now that's well seen too. Best. Park Ji-sung. This is a promising build-up. And no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. Just past the 40th minute mark. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Real chance! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
St Mirren have their lead. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
St Mirren are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we're all ready. And he shoots! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little
He's had a shot!
কি রে ভাই অফসাইড না এটা কেমনে ভাই এটা অফসাইড না হয় কেমনে ভাই দেয়ার বল সিরিয়াসলি
that's mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Nice sequence of passes, this. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. And that is well cleared. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about. Best. Roberto Carlos. And they can counter here. Hernes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Costa Kut.
মারছে কাট দে হালারে লাল কার্ড আই
Well, no
মার
messing
আচ্ছা
about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions.
চলো পিজিডি কে
They'll
কল
have to
দিয়ে
see
দিচ্ছি
out the rest
আরে
of the game
বাবা
with 10 men.
গোলটা নষ্ট করে দিল আমার
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Pierre Aubameyang. Number 9, Partizan. Coming on the field. Number 19, Sergio Aguero.
ইস
Number 22, Steven
একটু স্পিড দেওয়া লাগতো
Roberto Carlos. Not the most accurate pass. St Mirren are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Dembele. Puyol. Nemecha is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's through here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Aguero.
এই রে রোনালদো
Oh, that
রান
pass just didn't quite work. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
full added minutes.
Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Marino. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Best. And it's Aguero. And there goes the final whistle. St Mirren can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
St Mirren definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. And this is Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Cruyff certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Adams getting this one clear. Can he get on the end of this? No, that was never going to make it. Looking for the run. Aubameyang. And Aubameyang!
What a nice, what a goal.
Aubameyang! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
St Mirren are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Lewis, and a chance! Makaleli gets it away. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is ended up in no man's land. And he was quick to react. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Marcelo. And this is Park Ji-sung. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
St Mirren with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to get it away. Leganes are looking to go forward now. That's a cute ball. Akanji clears it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Best has it in a wide position.
See.
Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
St Mirren are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed. St Mirren currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Now it's Aubameyang. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Thanks.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Cruyff. Decent chance! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Puyol can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for a runner. A header! And he couldn't finish.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
And that is well cleared. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Bergkamp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goes for goal! But he's left disappointed.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And claimed it back swiftly.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Half an hour gone in the second half. It's a searching pass. Silvestre kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Dijk. That's a sharp pass. Nemecha cuts out the pass.
Leganes really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Looking for options for movement. That is good strength. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Leganes, number 14. Lionel Messi, number 20. Dennis Bergkamp, number 9. Johan Cruyff.
That's a decent clearance.
Number 11. Steven Gerrard. Number 8.
Leganes really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and
Goes for the shot!
Thanks.
And a neat finish! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
St Mirren, and that will be the final act. St Mirren can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following this splendid display.